for walking the ball up all the fucking time. Now I'm watching Kyrie walk the ball up, and I'm like, what is wrong with these dudes? Like,
The
because it's
best
not
five-man unit the Nets can put on the floor right now, if Ben Simmons comes back,
right.
is Irving, Curry, Durant, Simmons, LaMarcus Aldridge. That is the best five that
Yep.
plays into what you are. You're a scoring team. You let Simmons be the screener. So
Right.
if they're going to double KD, great. Now I have Simmons with the head of steam towards the basket, surrounded by shooting, on the break. That is the death lineup on offense for us. That is the best five we can put out
Mm-hmm.
on the floor.
Yeah, and I think in there'll be lineups where at the end of games, because I agree completely with that. That's our starting lineup. But I think there's going to be times at the end of games where you'll see Patty and um, you'll see Patty, Kyrie, and Curry out there because they're just gonna space the floor and
Out on
ISO to
Patty.
death,
I'm out
huh?
on Patty.
I know
I'm out.
I'm kind of off him too. I think he's kind of hit a wall because he's never played. This is the most minutes he's ever played in his career. So it's why I'm not mad at him for sucking right now because he's given us way more than he's ever given in his NBA career. Like he's never played this many minutes, but we know why he did. We know we had to lean on him, and for a while he was great. And for a while he was leading the NBA in 3 point percentage. But he hit a wall. He's older and he's never played this many minutes before. I wish they could have given him a break and don't play him at all until the playoffs again. But he's strangers with these teammates. If you're gonna depend on him, he's got to play because he doesn't know Drummond, he doesn't know Curry, he doesn't like. And we got new guys on the bench. Where did Dragic come from? Dragic is like our best point guard right now. We need him. So
That's
so it's like this is a completely new team, which is why I don't put it on Nash. I see, I think he's been coaching with one arm tied behind his back all year. This was a
look.
team. This was a team that's supposed to have Kyrie Irving. We feel a whole.
Ultimately,
Okay,
he's not the main crux of the issue.
right.
You know, Kyrie destroyed the season. it's the he
Right.
destroyed it. You
Not,
know,
not that he sabotaged it. Right. I don't want to speak wrongly about him. I'm gonna keep it real. This shit. He is the reason the season. The choices he's made. Right. Like that's where people have to come to grips with this thing. It's not anti Kyrie because how could I be anti the dude that I'm screaming my head off for every time he makes a fucking shot? I'm just saying this particular motherfucker, this person is the crux of everything that went bad. The decision that he made, respect his decision, don't respect his decision, that's not even up for argument. But the decision that he made is the reason why we're like this. If he would have played, he
yeah.
probably would have gotten hurt at some point or whatever. But for the time that he would have played, we would have been 10 games better. If we're 10 games better, we're in the top three.
Kyrie Irving is not a stupid person. He made, and you could respect it or not, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
He made a decision knowing that there were going to be there that serious consequences for the organization, his teammates
Right,
could be, could have some serious consequences toward that.
right.
He determined that him standing up for freedom, I guess, is
Mm-hmm.
what he said the other day, was more important than that. So,
Right.
however you feel about it, that's exactly what happened. He said, "This is more important to me than what transpires on the basketball court." And apparently, he made history at the Barclays Center against Charlotte the other night. I don't know what history was. Maybe it was his awful shooting performance, but he said he made history that night.
When I
So
heard him say that, I just put my head down and just felt sad, man. I really did because it just goes to show that he doesn't understand. And the thing you saw the video I sent you of my son's he got a scholarship to Nike camp, and I'm filling out the paperwork, and guess what he has to send in with his paperwork? His immunization records, not
right,
just for
right.
COVID, for every fucking thing else. And he was like, "Daddy, I want you to tweet this at Kyrie. Maybe it'll make him change his mind." I'm like, son, I'm gonna send this to your Uncle Matt and your Uncle Sam, and and, and Clayton,
If
who
you
we
send
don't
it to
know.
Kyrie, he'll dig it. He'll dig it even further.
Exactly. Kyrie might fight you. You never know.
No, no.
or his henchmen might come for you. So listen, I I'm sad about this season, but I'm looking forward to Ben. Can we end it out on that? Can we just
I
pray
think we
every day
all
for
just.
Ben to come
I
back?
think we all just need to. We all need to get to a best of seven series with the slate cleaned.
Right.
But man, those if we don't make it,
No, we're gonna make it. Like that part, I don't I won't engage in that conversation. Our last 9 games. How many games do we have left?
5.
We only have 5 games left.
Yep, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's dicey. We're 40-37, playing the 40-37 Hawks in their building tomorrow night. Lose that game. Let's say the Sixers sit their guys against the Hornets. You are now firmly entrenched in the 10th seed. Yep. Now we win that game. If we win that game,
Yeah.
we have a chance to pass Cleveland because we have that. We're only 2 behind them with a head-to-head,
Right.
so we could gain 1 on them right alone there. And all we would need to do at that point is tie. The Nets have to win out. If they win out, my feeling is they'll be the 7th seed,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll win 1 of 2 home games to get in.
They have no excuse but to win out. These games are easy. This was the last
I'll
hard
give
game.
I'll give you the excuse. They're just not that good.
That's
You
crazy.
know, like they're really just not that good of a team.
We
When
were
they're
the
hitting on all
first seed
cylinders,
for we were the first seed to January. We were the second
yeah, but
or first seed.
James Harden's not on the team. Again, say what you want about James Harden. He is a proven regular season winner. His style of play
And
wins in the regular season.
you know what else? He wants it.
Yeah.
That like he's not as
And
good as he was. He's
he didn't think the Nets wanted it as bad as he did. Now
exactly
that might have been short-sighted. It might have been misguided, but
but
that's what
he
he
saw
thought.
something behind the scenes that the recent run of games and the losses that we've been taking, even with Kyrie, our record didn't get better with Kyrie back playing at home. Like I wish
He's
Nets
been
fans could just come
he's
to
been
that,
bad. He's been bad in the home games.
right? Like so I maybe kept maybe these guys know way more about the science of locker rooms than I do. But even as a little kid, I see my kid wear his game jersey to school, and then it's just him and all of his teammates that have the game jersey, and they're speaking a secret language to each other, and they're talking. You know what I mean? A locker room is a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a delicate place, and there's
Sports bonds are now, you can't compare it to professional sports, but
no,
I
of
was at a
course not.
wake a couple weeks ago. I was at a wake a couple weeks ago, and I ran into a couple old high school teammates,
Mm,
people I was friends with in high school through basketball. But you eventually lose touch.
right,
But you still hold that hug a little longer. When you
exactly.
see them,
And
because it's just it's a shared experience.
and if
Um,
and but the politics of that, I'm not even just talking about the shared experience part, that you guys accomplished things together and all of that. How different would those relationships be if you guys didn't win championships, or if one guy kept you from winning championships, or if the team was divided across a line and it cost you games and y'all sucked? Like that was my football team. My football team, we sucked. Uh, we hated each other. We fought. Like that. That was just what it is. And there's something off. And I think we don't see it because it's not the opinion of the team itself. I think the only person that's cool with it per se is KD. Maybe and maybe he's not cool with it either. Maybe he's not. He's playing his cards the way I think he should. He shouldn't. Nobody should be demonizing or vilifying Kyrie or anything like that, because that doesn't help your team win right now. But I'm positive James Harden saw something in there and he just said, these guys ain't really about that life. They're just going through the motions. And if that's the case, those people got to get out the team. You good?
I mean, alive and breathing, but
This was supposed to be our year to win a chip, as was last year. We thought we were going to see 2 or 3 of these, man.
just get me one.
My dude, you're the best person I talk basketball with, man. I appreciate you.
Have a good night.
Let's fucking go.
Talk on.